performance from Germany's under-19s as well as the Italian under-19s as well. Made for a really entertaining game of football. No reason why this should be any different. Germany playing from left to right here in the first 45. Pitch looking in good condition as well. Great weather for football. Not too hot. A little bit of overcast as well. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Christian Wörns and his team.
Super, ostani, super, desno! Super, levo! Super! Ajde, šutalo! Ne daj mu prostora, ej! Dobro, bravo! Šutalo! Ej! Šuki! Odimo odmah blizu! Pazi, ej, dođi!
It was a really impressive first 20 minutes against Italy, albeit with a different group of players, if you like. But Christian Wörns will expect that same intensity from these 11 here as well. The likes of Stange Onyeka and Dennis Husa, who is in the starting lineup but came on as a substitute to score Germany's third in that win. All on the score sheet against the Italians. Husa given a start for this early evening kickoff in Croatia.
Može, može. Baki levo, levo, baki levo. Bravo, van.
Almost 3 minutes gone. Does give us a moment to just go through the starting lineups one more time. Bayern Munich 2 goalkeeper and youngster Leon Klanatz in between the sticks. And Ogogo, Neininger, Erlein, Ade, Lissina, Pola, Husa, Reimers, Binder and Sauk, making up the rest of Wörns' starting 11 here today.
Može, može, 4, ostaje, može još. Treba pomoći! Baki desno! Stani levo, stani levo! Sajt! Zatuj! Dođo, ba! Adi!
Oh, that intensity is there for everyone to see. Nice link-up play on the edge of the penalty area. Early chance here for Germany. Unable to find a way past the defender. And that's a shot the inside of the right boot from Adin Lissina. Germany able to keep the pressure on as they come down this right wing once more. Sauk, great play with the cut back. Looking for a teammate in the middle. The Croatians crowding the box well though. Looking to break the other way quickly. That's lovely one-touch football in the other direction. Chance here for Simic. Fakes the shot, brings it back across, and that is a cracking last-ditch challenge from Till Neininger to deny Karlo Zulfic. Really smart play. But Neininger wide awake there. Doesn't commit too early. Does a really good job. Corner taken short by Croatia. Nifty little flick on there. Leon Klanac able to collect the ball in the end. So, half chances at both ends. A very energetic start to this friendly from both Germany and Croatia. Very entertaining first 6 minutes. Was to be expected, not always guaranteed though. Germany, one of a number of teams, including the likes of Italy as well, of course, invited here by Croatia for these international friendlies. Italy and Croatia playing a total of 3 games, Germany just the 2.
Druga, šutalo, brže, brže, Manda, brže! Šutalo sam! Zeba, šutalo sam! Šutalo sam! Dobro, polako sad. Manda, evo jako treba, Manda. Onda.
Some very promising build-up play from both sets of players so far. Bit of a heavy ball that time. As Agogo struggles to keep it in play. Looked like he might have for a moment, but the linesman quick to raise his flag. Marko Derge is the referee in charge of proceedings here this evening, assisted by Matej Madaric and Mario Brunet, as well as Ivan Ivelic.
Može, ajde! Može, lagano van. Gode, ostane, ništa, može. Suba desno! Suba desno je tvoj, ej! Zeba desno, pomiči, Zeba. Zeba, pomiči. Desno baki, ej. Pusti baki. Pusti. Lijevo lagano, čak. Lijevo. Još, leđa. Leđa.
Ball one back in a promising area here by Germany. Kylian Sauk driving down the middle, shifted out wide. Finds that little pocket in between the defenders for the cross. Comes back out to Wesley Ade. Ogogo looking to take on not one but two Croatian defenders. Then has second thoughts. Right decision in the end. Keeps the move alive here. Keeps Germany on the front foot, looking for an opening. Good spell of possession this for Christian Wern's side. Was very pleased with his team's performance against Italy. Intensity is very much his team's identity. There's of course a team he managed at under-18 level and went up to the under-19, staying with them, as is the norm in Germany's youth setups. Under-18 coach always goes up to the under-19 position with the side he has coached at under-18 level. The under-19 coach then drops down to the under-18s and vice versa. Has worked well for Germany so far, and no reason to change something if it's going well. This group of players especially, very highly thought of in the international setup. Big things expected. It is of course early days for a lot of these young men, but the early signs are very promising indeed. I wouldn't be surprised to see a fair few of these players at senior level in the not so distant future. Lovely through ball. Elijah Ogogo constantly an option on that right wing. He's such a talented wide player. Can play a number of positions across that front three, Ogogo, but definitely at his best on the right. Great at running at defenders, really good close control, but not too shabby when it comes to putting a delivery into the box as well. Interestingly enough, Ogogo has played at right back as well as in central defence for SC Freiburg's under-19s and under-17s. Made the move up to under-19 level in January of 2024. Has been shining ever since. Long ball over the top. Lovely first touch to pluck it out of the air there. Delivery not a bad one either. No one there to latch onto it at the back post though. Now Croatia again on the counter attack. That's where they've looked really dangerous so far. Great recovery there. Sauk decides to just slow things down again. I have to say that really was great recovery there by Thiago Pola. just moments ago lost his footing, but kept his eyes on the prize, was able to make the tackle anyway. Just put the brakes on that Croatian counter-attack. Germany coming forward. Down the right again, this time however with Adin Lisina. Misplaced pass in the end by Kylian Sauk. Does his best to try and win the ball back immediately though. Interesting to see Agogo actually playing in that right wing back position, but just gets so far forward all the time. More often than not finds himself further forward than any of the attacking players. Great control from Moritz Reimers. I think he was hoping and waiting for Adin Lisina to start his engine there. Lisina a little slow to react, perhaps. Just coming back from an offside position, wasn't willing to make that run. Both players not quite on the same page there. Still, you have to say Germany have been the more threatening, have looked the more composed on the ball, more in control of the game, dictating the pace of it so far. Croatia have looked dangerous at times themselves, mostly on the counter-attack. Have had that little phases of strong link-up play of their own as well. Plenty of options on the bench today for Christian Burns. Some big names as well, the likes of Montreal Culbreth, Karim Koulibaly, Mick Schmetkins and Rafael Pinto Pedrosa, just to name a few. All players that were involved against Italy a few days ago. I'm pretty sure if they do make an appearance, it won't be until very late on. It's Christian Burns making it clear he wants those who were less involved against Italy to have their chance to impress here today. And based on their performance so far, albeit early days still, and Christian Burns is going to have some very difficult decisions to make in terms of team selection and starting 11s for those first competitive games and those European Championship qualifiers in October. First game on the 8th of October against Armenia. 3 days later, then against Kosovo. And 3 days after that, on the 14th, probably the toughest one, against Norway. All games that Germany will be expected to win though. Easier said than done, of course. Here come Croatia as they work their way into the German penalty area. And again, great tracking back and really good work there by Thiago Pola. Now Sark able to turn, driving through the middle, has help to his right in the form of Lissina. Tries to get it onto his left boot, aiming for that far corner. Well defended by Croatia though.
Kaj ti delaš? Ko? Daj napravam. Gdje nije? Da, pravi. A preki trener ovo doli.
Manda 17! Ispred tebe, ej! Zeba, sad si ti!
Agogo, space out wide. Sauk, a nice little step over. Not a bad idea there. Just slicing under the left-footed strike to put it high and wide in the end, but you could see what he was trying to do. Wrap that boot around the ball, try and curl it, looking for that top corner. Did ever so well to create the space for the shot. Just didn't quite get the execution right in terms of the finish. Time for a cooling break. Here in Koprivnica. Does give us a chance to take a closer look at some of the chances, or half chances if you like. Nothing clear-cut so far at either end. But the football itself has been very easy on the eye, shall we say. I think Christian Wörns will be more than pleased with the effort on display from his players. Sinisha Oreshanin, excuse me. The man in charge of Croatia's under-19s. Don't think he'll be too displeased himself. Germany coming into this game as favourites, so shouldn't come as too much of a surprise that Croatia perhaps sitting a little deeper, looking to play on the counter as they have done. And once or twice have very nearly found the breakthrough with that approach. At 0-0, both managers will feel their players are getting the job done so far.
To ti isto prasno. Ne znam, mama to... Da, to isto.
Vorne zwei. Ein Führer. Ein.
So the ball rolling again. Ball into the feet of the biggest player on the pitch, Dennis Husa. player with a very, very bright future, if you ask me. Currently with Hannover 96, their reserve team, the Regionalliga Nord. Still just 17 years old. Stands at an impressive 1.96 m tall. Has played at Germany's under-17 and under-18 levels, finding the back of the net for both those sides. 6 for the under-17s in 12 appearances, 4 in 8 for the under-18s. This just his second appearance at under-19 level, after coming off the bench to find the back of the net against Italy. Scoring on his debut. Not a bad way to get things going, and he'll be looking to add to that here with his first start as well, I'm sure. A slight push in the back of Ade there by Baric, the Croatian number 9, but deemed fair by the referee. No complaints from Ade either, which usually tells you all you need to know. Space to work with down the left wing. Ball into the middle, not actually a bad one, but was in between two teammates rather than at either. Still Germany able to hold on to the ball here. Lining up, back across to Airline. The two partners in crime in central defence here. They've looked very solid so far. Lovely spread out wide to Agogo. Listen up, looking for a free kick there, not enough in it according to the referee.
That's not the foul, that's the foul. Don't talk with me.
Can see Ardin Lisina not too happy at the lack of decision, and then the decision that followed from referee Marco Derguez, who was quick to let him know who's in charge. Marco Derguez, a local referee. Majority of his professional appearances in Croatia's second division. Listen up, back to Agogo. Well, the longer the half goes on, the more Germany are starting to dominate possession, really. I've enjoyed the lion's share of it so far. A lot more patient in their build-up play. Croatia with the counter-attacking approach. quick to hand possession back to Germany when those counter-attacks break down. Wonder if we might see them try to play a bit of keep ball towards the end of this half and in the second. Shutalo, decent ball forward, and then put out of play rather hastily there. Subotic just misjudging the bounce a little there, I think. You can see the game plan for Croatia. Get the ball forward as quickly as possible, try and create those overload situations, which can lead to hasty misplaced passes like that from Subotic just moments ago. It does require each and every pass to be absolutely precise and crisp in order for that game plan to come together nicely. Smart play there from Nishina. Knew exactly what was coming his way. More than happy to ride that challenge, win the free kick inside the Croatian half. Taken short by Germany as they continue to patiently look for an opening, a gap, anything to try and take advantage of. Working the ball forward nicely, this time down the left. Chance here perhaps. Comes to Agogo, heavy touch, but still manages to get the shot on target. I'll tell you what, it's an impressive save from Rajic. It was a well-placed shot by Agogo on his left foot as well. Just saw that little gap. Curls it through, looking for the far corner. Would have been difficult for Rajic with that many bodies in front of him as well, but parries it away from danger and out for a corner convincingly. Best chance of the game so far. Headed away well by Zebic, the Croatian captain, leading by example at the back there. Not too much on that from Klanac in goal. I have to say, I have been very impressed with Kylian Sauk in that central midfield area. Has seen a lot of the ball, has looked very comfortable on it as well. Has covered a lot of ground, very much a box-to-box midfielder, if you like, the Borussia Mönchengladbach youngster. Very comfortable on the ball with both feet. Currently developing his game in Germany's 4th tier. Borussia Mönchengladbach 2 in the Regionalliga West. 5 appearances already this season. Can play out on the left as well, but is at his best either in a sort of number 10 behind a front man or in a central midfield area. No goals yet this season. Does have 1 assist to his name though. Another player very experienced at international level, having played for Germany's under-16s, under-17s and under-18s, has scored for all 3 teams, albeit never more than 2. Chance here. Again finds Agogo at the back post, unable to get the shot off this time, does try to lay it up for Rade. Sees his shot blocked, Agogo getting stuck in. Germany able to keep the pressure on here. Growing from strength to strength here. Towards the end of this first half, less than 10 minutes still to go. Can they break the deadlock before that half-time whistle goes? Certainly are edging closer. And credit to Croatia, playing their way out of that high press. Now have a bit of time and space to work with themselves. A little bit wasteful there in the end by Noah Godets. Had options available. Tried to get it a little too tricky there. Cheeky effort there. Leon Glanat's wide awake though. It's going to take something a bit more special to beat him from that sort of range. Another example of Croatia handing possession back to Germany very quickly after getting on the ball themselves. Definitely room for improvement in that department. Moritz Reimers does enough to win the throw. We'll leave it to Tim Binder. And Poller wins his side a corner. What he lacks in physical stature certainly makes up for inability, no doubts about that. Kilian Sauk with the delivery. Good looking one as well. Luca Airline getting ever so close to that. I think it might have just glanced off his head. Slightly more contact on the ball. Might have been finding the target there. Swinging to the middle by Wesley Ade. One back by Pola, unfairly according to Marco Degres. Referee very quick to blow his whistle. No complaints from Pola either, although it looked initially like he'd played the ball there. Even if it was a slightly more physical challenge. Zevic into the feet of Karlomir Simic. Shutalo out wide. Here is Zulfic, well defended though. Yet again by Ogogo. Being solid as a rock in that right wing back position. Another player who's been able to affect both ends of the pitch on this right side. Handball against the man of the moment, albeit an unintentional one, I think. But it does hand Croatia a free kick in a promising position here. A lot of different options available. Direct ball into the crowd and into the danger zone. Cut back as well. Andelo Shutalo just waiting on the bottom right, or sort of mid-bottom right of the screen there. Currently with his hands on his knees. He's trying to disguise a possible cutback to him. There is that cutback. There's the shot. Sadly, the shot lacking. Nothing wrong with the challenge. Great positional play there by Ogogo. Knew exactly where the threat was and then was in the right place to deal with it. Germany doing a really good job of just blocking those passing lanes, especially in that middle of the pitch area. Stopping Croatia from playing their way through and forward, forcing them to opt for the long ball or wasteful situations. The player goes down and Croatia have a penalty. That was a tricky little run by Carlos Zulfic. I think you have to feel for Elijah Ogogo there though. There's no intention whatsoever of making a tackle. I think it was just as he went to ground, he caught the player as well, unknowingly. And it results in a penalty. Definitely not what his performance deserves. And now a chance for Ivan Baric, the Croatian number 9, to give his side a lead right before the break here. Would definitely be against the run of play, to say the least. Was contact on the player. It was a foul, albeit an unintentional one. And it's slotted coolly into the top right corner by Ivan Baric. Very little Leon Klanac could do about it. That has somewhat thrown a spanner in the works, if you like, for Christian Wörns. Germany have been the better team in this first half. Controlled the majority of the game, created the better chances, but find themselves trailing as we head towards half-time. So 1 minute added on. Not sure it's enough time for a reaction. Christian Wörns will have to make sure his players pick themselves up and concentrate on the positives, because there have been plenty of them. Slightly heavy on that touch. Kylian Sauk. So Marco Deges blows the whistle for half-time. A disappointing end to a very promising first 45 for Christian Wörns and Germany's under-19s. Plenty of good football, great link-up play, good energy, great tenacity both on and off the ball, but sadly nothing to show for it after the first period of play. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Luca Erlein, the player replaced, will get confirmation on that. Although no, Luca Erlein now part of a back three. So Elia Ogogo, a player who's come off, probably one of the standout performers, apart from giving away that penalty, of course, but it was a really unfortunate challenge and the way it all unfolded. Apart from that, was really solid at the back, good going forward as well. Free kick. And a decent area for Italy. Too far out for a direct shot on goal, but good chance to get a ball into a dangerous area with a delivery here. Easily dealt with by the German back line. Should be an easy catch in the end for the Cologne keeper, and new man Ingo Eniskampa. There is Koulibaly. Werder Bremen, central defender. 2 Bundesliga appearances already this season. One goal in those 2 games as well. Made the move up into Werder Bremen's first team during the summer, having impressed in pre-season. Coming together there. Between Husa and the Croatia captain, Zebic. Friendlies are all about putting your players to the test. A real test here for Germany to try and turn things around here, get themselves back into the game. Sauk told to get back on his feet there. Referee not impressed, and Croatia coming forward now. Here is the goal scorer. Tries his luck from outside the box there. Baric unable to get any real power behind it. Didn't look like he struck it sweetly. It's a decent start to the second half from Croatia though. Having taken the lead just before the break, seem to have a little bit more confidence running through their veins here. Pola, back to Kamga, back to Pola once more. Lining up, out wide to listen up. Looking for the 1-2. The move comes to nothing in the end. Germany's under-21s in action as well later this evening. 8:30 Central European time kickoff as they take on Latvia. Their first competitive game. Sinner tries to spread it out wide, takes a slight deflection. I think it might have been off target anyway. Nifty footwork by Zulfic. Misplaced pass. Hands possession back to Germany in the form of Lisina. He's just stopped in his tracks unfairly. Free kick taken quickly and short as Germany look to build from the back. Koulibaly fizzes one down the line, looking to match the run of Kylian Sauk there, just slicing it a little, which meant it was always running away from Sauk.
Drehen, komm, drehen! Thiago mit! Thiago, du musst mit dem Team vor. Hey, Jeff! Schieb! Komm, durch! Komm, hoch!
Zevic to Mandic, Croatian number 3. Currently with FC Nuremberg in Germany. So we'll know one or two of the German players, I'm sure. Solfic with a tug of the shirt there, not for the first time, which is why that yellow card has been produced. First player to go into the book here this evening.
Substitution for Croatia U with number 10, taking the place of number 13, Antonio Palac. Zamjena u sastavu Hrvatske u igru ulazi broj 10, Lovro Šerfi.
Palac making way for Lovro Šerfi. As Sinisha Oreshanin decides to switch things up in midfield. Germany with a free kick. Good ball into the middle. Not a bad attempt there by Hussa, the front man. Able to make contact with the ball, but couldn't keep the header down. Could possibly have been the captain airline there. Either way, not the result Germany were hoping for with that free kick. Chance here for the equaliser. Never really making the contact he was hoping for as the ball came his way from Sauk. Germany looking to keep the pressure on here though. It was a really good opportunity there to level things up. A little dink towards the back post. Godet's not taking any chances. Heads the ball out of play for a Germany corner. Was unaware of who or what was in and around him. A decent little spell this for Christian Wern's side. Well, to be fair, I think even Christian Wern's would admit the start to the second half was a little slow from Germany compared to the energy we saw in the first 45, but they certainly seem to have found their rhythm again. Nice control by Hussa. Sees the ball come back his way. Tries to get it back into the middle first time. Intercepted though. Back with Germany again. Koulibaly. The ball into Pola. Like his feet were cut out from underneath him there, but quick on his feet, no complaints, and gets back to win the ball back. Now Sauk driving forward through the middle. As Husa to his right decides to continue to go alone though. Wrong decision in the end. Husa making a really good run, just drifting away from his defender into that wide right area. There was a little pocket for Sauk to pick him out through. Edging towards the hour mark now. Germany still trailing by 1 here. Strong play from the Bayern Munich youngster Binder. Lovely ball into Pola. Offside. Would have been a close one. Looked like he timed his run really well. Just setting off a little too early. Perhaps the pass coming just a little too late from Binder. Player down for Germany here. As play continues, does eventually go out of play, and now Thiago Pola seems to be in a world of pain. Hopefully nothing too serious. Would be a real shame to lose him for the rest of this game, but well, not just his teammates but the medical team as well, quickly signalling over to the bench that he's going to have to come off here. Oh, fingers crossed he'll be able to recover quickly. He's not putting any weight whatsoever on that ankle. The initial signs not great, but hopefully more of a shock to the system rather than anything too serious. We do wish him all the best.
Substitution for Germany, entry with number 6,
Boris Lum will come on to replace him.
18, Thiago Moller. Zamjena u sastavu Njemačke ulazi sa brojem 6 Boris Lum, a izlazi sa brojem 18 Thiago Moller.
So Enes Kamga looking for options. Floats one out wide. Airline helps it forward. First touch on the ball for the new man, Boris Lum. Kamga puts his boot through it that time. Isina Looking for options, comes back inside. I think he was looking for the shift out onto this left wing. Deciding to play it short in the end. Airline back to Neininger. Binder does well. Wins Germany another corner. Reimer's a little unfortunate to see the free kick given there. Just trying to put pressure on. The Croatian number 7, Zulfic. A little too much pressure, according to the linesman on that far side. Didn't look like there was all that much contact, to be fair. I think Zulfic making a bit of a meal of it. Lum with the header, extended by Ade. Koulibaly getting stuck in. Comes away with the ball. Ade inside to Sauk, able to turn. Lissina under pressure straight away. Manages to hold on to the ball and wins the free kick in a very promising position. And this could definitely be a way back into the game for Germany. Do have plenty of options from this sort of range. Little left of centre, good distance out. Enough to get it up and over the wall and cause problems for Rajic in goal. Both Sauk and Binder standing over the ball here at the moment. Neininger there with them. Although I think he's just there to see what the game plan is. Sauk and Binder coming up with that game plan at the moment. Will be the right foot of the Borussia Mönchengladbach attacking midfielder, or Bayern Munich's left back, and that left boot of his. Looks like Sauk is lining this one up. It's a decent strike, but an easy catch in the end for Rajic. Time for our second cooling break of the evening. Things are still not quite going to plan for Germany. Similar to the first half, plenty of the ball, quite as many chances created, but this the pick of the bunch. Husa unable to really get the ball out from underneath his feet with that shot, and then Sauk from a dead ball situation unable to trouble Rajic in goal. But again, a lot of possession, not too much to show for it. Croatia, on the other hand, on a decent start to the second half, have just taken their foot off the pedal slightly. Germany starting to take control again. Do still have plenty of time to find a way back into this. Final result, not the be-all or end-all, with this being a friendly, of course, but those European qualifiers now just a little under a month away. And after a win against Italy, I'm sure Christian Burns wouldn't mind back-to-back victories during the international break. So Subotic making way for Lovrokitin. Sinisha Oreshanin, excuse me, struggle to get that surname out. Decides to make one more change with roughly 20 minutes still to go here. So caught late by Karlo Zulfic, who is already on a yellow card. Clash of knees there, causing problems for both players. Sark back on his feet already. Zulfic requiring some help from the medical team here. Looks like he's going to be okay to continue. Bit of magic spray should get the job done. Croatia down to 10 men for the time being. As Zulfic continues to receive treatment off the field of play. Perhaps something Germany can try and take advantage of. Lisina back to Sauk. Lovely little through ball, and Ade on the spin, able to get the slightest of touches on that. Not enough to really create or generate any power behind it. Allowing Rajic to make the save. Croatia trying to hit Germany on the break here. Actually able to clear their lines. Quite clearly. Yeah, push in the back there by Simic on Moritz Reimers. Ball rolling again. There is Adin Lisina to Reimers, inside to Sauk. Fantastic ball there by Neininger. Tim Binder trying to get the cross in. Ball comes back to him. Off the block, Lum. Sadly, Moritz Reimers unable to stay on his feet there as he tried to muscle his way past the defender. Shielded out of play in the end for a goal kick. Just over a quarter of an hour still to go. Looks like Carlo Zulfic is still struggling with that whack to the knee. Might not be able to continue after all. Targ struggling to get the ball from underneath his feet there. Has great close control, but even that asking a little too much from the Borussia Mönchengladbach midfielder. A lot of the action being played inside the Croatia half here. The hosts are very much sitting deep, looking to defend their slender one-goal cushion. Ade out wide. There's Reimers. Little flick inside to Lissina. Difficult one to control, unable to do so. Germany come again though. Here is Lum. Good upper body strength there. Now Koulibaly. That was actually an alright ball out to Moritz Reimers, who strangely decided to run towards it rather than stay out wide. Had he done so, would have found him. So Sinisha Oreshanin making 3 more changes. Huskic and Taki. 2 players on screen there, about to come on.
Triple substitution for Croatia entering with number 21 Dominik Dacic, with number 22 Adrian Pesha, and with number...
So Adrian Pesha joining Taki and Huskic.
24 Dominik Dacic taking the place for number 7 Carlo Zulfic, number 9 Ivan Balic, and number 11 Alex Kusic.
He's a ball over the top here. Adrian Pesha. Luma over the top. Dennis Husa. Always going to struggle to get there. So edging towards the final 10 minutes here. Tim Binder looking for options, the Bayern Munich left back. Probably been one of the better performers in the second half for Germany. One or two good runs forward. Now listen up, out on the left for a change. Gets a cross in, slight deflection, keeps it close to the goal line. And then on the volley by Wesley Ade. Not a bad effort, leaning back slightly. Which meant it was always going to be difficult to keep it down, but difficult angle to work with as well. Antonio Rajic in goal, more than happy to see that one sail over his crossbar. So time for another change. Montreal Colbreth, Alessandro Gal Souza coming on. Tim Binder the first to make way. Some of the starters against Italy a few days ago coming on to try and salvage something here for Germany. So Moritz Reimer is the other player sacrificed here in these closing stages as Christian Wörns tries to do something to try and find a way back into this. Now perhaps the chance. Well, unfortunate for big Dennis Husa there. Ball came in just slightly behind him, tried to help it forward into a shooting position, but unable to do so. The likes of Gal Souza and Colbreth will certainly bring plenty of energy going forward. Colbreth especially on the ball again there, already taking up a very wide position. Leverkusen youngster catching quite a few eyes during pre-season for the first team in the Bayer Arena. On the score sheet as well for Bayer Leverkusen during the summer and their Brazil tour. Another really exciting young talent coming through the Germany setup. On the ball again here. Will step over. Manages not to lose possession. Listen over the top, looking for Lum. One back by Colbreth. Comes away with the throw. Now referee just stopping play here. Antonio Rajic seems to have a problem with his left thigh. the other end. And it's Kamga. Hasn't had too much to do in this second half, to be fair. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good 4 or 5 minutes added on. Have been a fair few stoppages in this second 45 due to injury to players or a large number of substitutions made. Shouts for handball. No reaction from the referee, Marco Deges. Allows play to continue. Lum, nice little step over and drop of the shoulder. Sends it out wide. Here's Alessandro Gal Souza. Back to Koulibaly. No look, flick over the shoulder there from Adin Lisina. Doesn't find the intended target. No one making a run forward. Pass out wide would have been the better option. Great first touch from Sousa. Little back heel to Sauk. Again, times where you feel he could perhaps release the ball a little earlier. Very confident on the ball. He continued to help the ball switch it out onto the right. He had 2 or 3 players available. Here is Culbreth now on that right wing. Lovely stop. Left-footed low cross into the middle. Husa trying to be a nuisance. Use that height to his advantage. And Lisina able to get the shot off on the spin and on the half volley, but can't find a way past Drajic in goal. He has had to make some saves today. Lack of pace and power on that Lisina shot, making it probably one of his simpler ones. Down the line for Shelfie. Running out of space, given away cheaply though. Shutalo helps it out wide. The cut back blocked by Culbreth. Good tracking back from the right winger. And a heavy challenge on the Leverkusen youngster. Sees a yellow card shown to Shutalo, who's now gone down as well. Nothing too serious, it would seem. play resumes. Here is Lund. Germany really trying to get the ball forward here. And sense the urgency in their play. 88 minutes gone. Should have a good little chunk of stoppage time at their disposal as well, but time is still running out, and it's running out quickly. So tries to go it alone. Heavy challenge from Koulibaly. Sees the big man at the back pick up a yellow card for his troubles. Don't think he can have too many complaints about it, to be fair. It does allow Croatia to just eat up a few more seconds as they try to hold out for the win. Lining up, sends it upfield. Husso will chase. Zevic to Godets. Koulibaly sticking close. Puts it out for a Croatia throw. The hosts taking their time with each and every stop in play. Surprisingly, just 2 minutes added on. Not sure how that works, but not quite as much extra time as expected for Germany, so 1.5 still to go. I'm not sure that's enough time to find an equaliser here. And you can see Lessina asking exactly that question of the referee, how just 2 minutes have been added on. The treatment to Thiago Pola was 2 minutes at least, and then the number of substitutions made, I have to say, I'm very, very surprised. Souza. Lovely touch. Expecting the free kick, doesn't get it. Sees the ball come back his way anyway. Tries to lay it off to Ade there. Just not quite enough on it though. Oh, the referee blowing his whistle exactly after 2 minutes. Questionable stoppage time, or amount of stoppage time added there at the end. The players looking for answers, and rightfully so, if you ask me. However, at the end of it all, it's not back-to-back wins during the international break for Christian Wörns and his under-19s after that 3-1 victory over Italy on Saturday. Unable to make it 2 from 2 against the hosts here, Croatia. to take the win thanks to a late penalty at the end of the first half. Still plenty of positives, both on an individual and team level, to take from this game and take from the break as a whole for Christian Wörns. Germany's under-19s back in action again on a competitive level in those European Championship qualifiers on the 8th of October against Armenia, and then against Kosovo 3 days later, and Norway 3 days after that. Make sure you join us for all the action. Thank you for joining us here this evening, and as always, until next time, stay safe and take care.
Bra där.